shots at the end zone right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. And that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it, and they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And, boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw again is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josey Jewell.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. "7-7", our score after one. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They go play action with Wilson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Lion. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz. This one left side caught by Gibson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Washington now brings this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wentz on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That was second down run for Murray. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Johnny's down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Robinson with another carry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to... Well done.
First down, Denver.
Play action. It's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a throw here to his running back. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have to just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's not the sort of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Great. Come on now, let's go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This will be fielded at the 17. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get the momentum going again.
So back to incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Latavius Murray from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson, option right. Stiff-armed him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw a fucking opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 33. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go play action with Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything. But
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this was